teacups, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing my TBR for the sweater weather readathon. I am just so excited for this. I have had so much fun putting together this TBR. Basically, I wanted it to be a nice mixture of cozy and spooky. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first prompt is read a book with orange on the cover. So for this, I have chosen Bookish and the Beast by Ashley Poston. This is the third book in the Once Upon a Con series. So the first book in the series is Geekerella, and the second book is The Princess and the Fangirl. So I read Geekerella, I can't remember what year it was, but it was a long time ago, so I don't remember it too well. So I'm going to do a reread of this, and then I'm going to read this one. I'm gonna read both of those in September, so that way by the time the readathon rolls around, I'll be ready for the third book. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It says, a tale as old as time made new. The next prompt is read a book that takes place during fall. So I actually don't have a physical copy of this yet, but I do have some footage of it from when I went to Barnes & Noble, so I will pop that footage up right here. And basically this is such a beautiful book. It's called The Nature of Witches, and I was reading the back of the book and someone said that this is perfect for fans of Taylor Swift's folklore, and I was like, you know what? I don't need to know anything else about this. That is enough info for me. So I'm really excited for this one. Oh, and also I forgot to mention the hardcover underneath the dust jacket is so incredibly beautiful. So that was just a nice added bonus. So I'm very excited to get my hands on the physical copy. And then the next prompt is read a book in a format you typically don't read. So for this, I have chosen Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This is the sequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And where is my copy? This book, guys. I read this book in 6 hours. I could not put this book down. It was incredible, and I hope that the sequel is just as good. And the reason why I chose this book for this prompt is because this has a format of a true crime podcast as well as the story. So I really love the podcast element to it. I've only ever read one other book with a podcast in it, and that was Listen to Your Heart by Casey West. But this will be my first read with a true crime podcast. So I'm really excited for this. And it says it is dark, dangerous, and intricately plotted. And as I said before, loved the first book, and I really think that the next book will be just as good. The next prompt is read a book with a fall word in the title. So I asked you guys on Instagram for some recommendations, and a lot of you guys recommended Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I am so excited for this. I wanted something that would be very scary, and this sounds terrifying, so I cannot wait to do a reading vlog for this. This is about a girl named Maggie, and 25 years ago, Maggie and her parents moved into Bainbury Hall, a rambling Victorian estate in the Vermont woods. 3 weeks later, they fled in the dead of night, an ordeal Maggie's father later recounted in a nonfiction book titled House of Horrors. Today, Maggie is a restorer of old homes and too young to remember any of the events mentioned in her father's book. But she also doesn't believe a word of it. Ghosts, after all, don't exist. When Maggie inherits Bainbury Hall after her father's death, she returns to renovate the place to prepare it for sale. But her homecoming is anything but warm. People from the past, chronicled in House of Horrors, lurk in the shadows. And locals aren't thrilled that their small town has been made infamous thanks to Maggie's father. Even more unnerving is Bainbury Hall itself, a place filled with relics from another era that hint at a history of dark deeds. As Maggie experiences strange occurrences straight out of her father's book, she starts to believe that what he wrote was more fact than fiction. I'm so excited for this. This says it is a dark, frightening, and twisty story that you won't be able to put down. Read with the lights on. And then the final prompt is read a backlist published before 2021. So I wanted to end this readathon with a nice cozy read, especially since I have some spooky thrillers mixed in. So I have chosen to reread one of my ultimate comfort reads, and this is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I think this will be a perfect way to end this readathon because it does have a little bit of fall mentioned throughout the story. You do get to see Lara Jean during Halloween and Thanksgiving. I also love how Lara Jean dresses up as Cho Chang for Halloween. I love that she is a Harry Potter fan. That just makes me so happy. And even though she dresses up as a Ravenclaw for Halloween, she is in the Hufflepuff house. So I love that, and I think that Lara Jean is honestly one of my favorite fictional characters ever. I also really love Peter Kay. So yeah, I'm very excited to revisit this one. And yeah, that is my TBR for this readathon. I would love to know what you guys will be reading. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys again soon. Bye.